Hey Lions fans! The Detroit Lions just got some fantastic news that could have a big impact on their offensive performance going forward. I'll tell you everything we learned in a moment. But first, make sure to hit the like button if you've been a Detroit Lions fan for 17 plus years. There are people here who have been fans since the 70s. It's great to see fans of all ages. Okay, let's talk defense. Specifically, the cornerback position, which was completely overhauled last season when the Lions made a bold move to bring in Carlton Davis from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And let's be real, he delivered. Davis had a fantastic season, showing why he's one of the best corners in the league, until that unfortunate jaw injury in Week 15 sidelined him. Now here's where things get interesting. Davis is set to hit free agency, and there's a good chance he'll test the waters to see what other teams are willing to offer. No surprise there. He's a premium player at a premium position. The Lions need to decide how much they're willing to spend to keep him. And let's not forget that Kindle Vildor is also a free agent, which makes the cornerback depth chart even thinner. Brad Holmes has proven time and time again that he knows how to navigate tough decisions like this. But if the Lions decide Davis's price tag is too high, they'll need a plan B. And CBS Sports' Jordan Dajani has a sneaky suggestion for that center, Paulson Adebo of the New Orleans Saints. Now, I know what you're thinking, Adebo? Seriously? But hear me out. Before suffering a fractured femur in Week 7, Adebo was having the best season of his career. He racked up 52 tackles, 10 passes defended, and 3 interceptions in just 7 games. That's impressive. Pro Football Focus even ranked him as a top 15 quarterback prospect in 2022 and 2023, ranking him 11th and 15th, respectively. That's elite territory, folks. The injury is a concern, no doubt, but Adebo has said he expects to be ready for training camp, and any team interested in signing him will do their homework on his recovery. If all goes well, he could be a hidden gem in free agency. Here's another reason this makes sense for the Lions. Money. Spotrac projects Adebo's market value at $11.1 million per year, compared to $13.8 million for Davis. That may not seem like a huge difference, but when you consider the potential contract lengths, 2 years for Adebo versus 3 for Davis, it makes sense. Adebo could be a high-potential, cost-effective solution that keeps the secondary strong without breaking the bank. Let's face it, Lions fans, defense wins championships. And with names like Kirby Joseph also in contract consideration, Holmes has to play smart. If Adebo can return to form, he could be the perfect piece to bolster the secondary and keep the Lions competitive. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about moving on from Carlton Davis and bringing in Paulson Adebo? Are you willing to take a chance on a player who's recovering from a serious injury if it means saving some cap space? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Big news is coming out of Los Angeles, and it's making waves around the NFL. Rams wide receiver Cooper Kupp, yes, Super Bowl MVP Cooper Kupp, has basically said goodbye to the Rams and their fans on social media. Word is the team is officially looking to trade the former All-Pro receiver. That's right, folks, one of the best route runners and playmakers in the game could be on the move. Now, here's where it gets really interesting for us Lions fans. Kupp has ties to the current Lions front office. Our own general manager Brad Holmes was the Rams' director of college scouting in 2017, when Kupp was drafted in the 4th round. Holmes had a hand in bringing Kupp to Los Angeles and has seen him develop into one of the league's elite wide receivers. And it doesn't stop there. Assistant general manager Ray Agnew was also part of the same Rams front office. He was in his first season as the director of pro personnel at the time, helping to shape the team that would later win Super Bowl 56. So if there's anyone who knows exactly what Cooper Kupp brings to the table, it's Holmes and Agnew. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is Kupp really going to end up in Detroit? Well, let's be real. The Lions already have a strong receiving core, but adding a player of Kupp's caliber could take the offense to a whole new level. Imagine Jared Goff, who already has chemistry with Kupp from their time in Los Angeles, throwing to him again in Detroit. That connection could rekindle some serious magic on the field. But here's the thing. Kupp comes with a hefty price tag. His contract is significant, and that's a big factor in why the Rams would want to move him. Any team, including the Lions, would have to evaluate whether his talent and experience are worth that financial commitment. There's also the issue of Kupp's recent injuries. Can he stay healthy and perform at the same elite level he's known for? These are things Brad Holmes and his staff will have to consider if they're considering making a move. NFL insiders are already debating Kupp's future. Some say he's nearing the end of his prime, while others believe he still has plenty to offer a competitive team. With Holmes and Agnew leading the charge, if the Lions decide to pursue Kupp, they'll do so with full knowledge of his strengths, work ethic, and how to get the best out of him. But hey, Lions fans, I want to hear from you. Do you think the Lions should make a move for Cooper Kupp? Would you take the risk despite contract and injury concerns? Remember that blockbuster trade back in 2021? The one that sent Matthew Stafford to the Los Angeles Rams and brought Jared Goff to Detroit, along with a haul of draft picks that helped shape our current roster? Well, there's buzz that the Lions and Rams could be gearing up for yet another headline-grabbing deal. This time, the potential prize? None other than Rams wide receiver Cooper Kupp. Kupp recently took to social media, announcing that the Rams have informed him they're seeking a trade. In his own words, "I was informed that the team will be seeking a trade immediately and will be working with me and my family to find the right place to continue competing for championships. I don't agree with the decision and always believed it was going to begin and end in LA." But here's the kicker: Kupp says he's highly motivated, as healthy as ever, and looking forward to playing elite football for years to come. That's the kind of energy any team would want, and the Lions have already popped up as a possible trade destination. Now, why would Kupp be a good fit here in Detroit? First off, he already has a strong connection with Jared Goff. They played together during Goff's time with the Rams, and that chemistry could reignite some serious firepower in the Lions' offense. Let's not forget that Kupp was the Super Bowl MVP not too long ago. Plus, our general manager Brad Holmes was the Rams' director of college scouting when Kupp was drafted back in 2017, so he knows exactly what Kupp brings to the table. On ESPN SportsCenter, Jeremy Fowler mentioned that league executives are already talking about 4 teams likely to show interest in Kupp: the Pittsburgh Steelers, Kansas City Chiefs, Washington Commanders, and yes, our Detroit Lions. One executive even highlighted the connection between Kupp and Goff, saying it could be the type of instant connection that could be fun. But let's talk numbers, Lions fans. Kupp comes with a hefty price tag. He's due $20 million this year, split between a $12.5 million base salary and a $7.5 million roster bonus. That's a significant investment, especially when considering our other financial priorities. NFL analysts are speculating that the Rams might have to absorb part of that contract to facilitate a trade, possibly paying the roster bonus themselves to make the deal more appealing. It's not a done deal by any stretch, but it's certainly a situation to keep an eye on. Bringing Kupp to Detroit would give us one of the most dynamic receiving corps in the league and could push our offense to the next level. But the financial aspect and timing of the trade could be hurdles. Now it's your turn, Lions fans. What do you think? Should the Lions go all in and bring Cooper Kupp to Detroit? Or is the price tag just too high for a player who's had some recent injuries? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We've got a lot more exclusive content coming your way, and you won't want to miss any of it. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, go Lions!